Hi team and welcome. My name's Ayub Shaikh and I'm the creator of the online technical recruitment training academy here at Holistica. And it's my absolute pleasure to be able to show you why the platform you're about to join is the most comprehensive, innovative training solution in the world today for technical recruiters. But more importantly, why this is the most effective way of getting you and your teams to stand out as the technical recruiter to work with in any market. Remember, we've always had one aim here at Holistica, and that is to make sure that you speak about tech, jobs, and tech terminology with the same passion, credibility, and expertise as the person on the other side of the conversation, be they a hiring manager or a candidate. When they speak to you, they must feel that they are experiencing something different, something new, that you are not like other tech recruiters. Our goal remains that. It remains the same as it has done for over 20 years. But our methods and our platform is evolving into something which, frankly, even I could not have envisaged. And that is what I want to show you here. Now, many of you will already know me through my live training events, through my YouTube channel, through my presence on the LinkedIn library. But what you're about to access here is the solution for your teams that encompasses everything all in one place in a structured manner. And I'm going to explain that in more detail in just a minute. For those of you who don't know me, I'm CEO of Holistica. I'm an award-winning trainer, author, and most importantly for you, over the last 24 years, I've trained over 100,000 technical recruiters globally on just this topic. And now it's time for you and your teams to raise your game and stand out. We are undoubtedly in a period of blistering change and innovation. And I can say without fear of contradiction that in our training platform, you're about to experience world firsts in our approach to creativity, to content creation, and to content delivery. Something you are simply not going to see on any other LMS or training system in the world at this point. You see, we love playing with tech and implementing it into our solution. So you and your teams will experience things that no one else is offering. And you'll experience it in a way that is energetic, entertaining, and inspiring. For those of you who have attended my live training, you know how passionate I am about this stuff. And AI and tech today is just allowing us to bring that feel more and more into our products as we enter this new age of training. So it's out with the classic modes of training and it's in with exciting new angles to training. So along with our video courses, we now have walkthroughs of tech mind maps, so technical roles in mind maps, to literally give you and your teams everything you need to make them sound completely credible as they're talking to candidates. Yes, we have the long form videos for those who crave detail, but we also now have YouTube style shorts for those who are in a hurry and need information in that way. We even have podcasts for those of you who need to listen and feed their minds in the background whilst you're traveling or doing something else. We've got downloadable worksheets for those who love to absorb information in that way. The world is changing and so is our training for your teams. This is the most exciting era of learning that the world has ever seen. And I am certain that once you see what we are doing with the platform, you'll agree that there is no training environment for your recruiters that is more forward-thinking, more innovative, and more entertaining as what we've designed for your teams. The world is changing and so is our approach to training your people. So let me take you through the details of the new innovations that are in the platform. Let's go there now. All right, folks, let's dive in. So now in this video, I'm introducing you to the look and feel of our training system and the key features that you and your team will be able to enjoy when you sign up. We want to keep this nice and snappy for you, so it's not a detailed instructional walkthrough of the entire system, how to navigate around and all that sort of stuff. You'll find that when you're in the system itself. But for now, let me point out the main areas for you relating to all the innovations going into 2025. So what you're going to see here when you log in is a very clean dashboard initially, and we've done this on purpose. We don't want to overwhelm the students with the entirety of the training. So this is a snapshot that they initially see, and these are their assigned masterclasses. They will appear here in the best sequence as we would like them to learn. When they scroll along, you'll be able to see other modules and programs that have been allocated too. So this is really about making sure that they focus step by step, going through a nice, neat roadmap. And that's been laid out quite stringently in accordance with how we've laid out that roadmap for them. Now let me briefly introduce you to the Learning Index, and here you can understand how well you're doing within your organization alongside your other colleagues. So you'll see how you stand in terms of the leaderboard and how other people are faring within your organization. So this is great for motivation and gamification. It's important to note, of course, that most of you, just briefly coming up here, will not have this admin tab or indeed even this discover tab. However, if you're watching this and you are a manager, you should have this discover tab on your screen. And if you can't see that, you should let us know immediately, because discover allows managers to be able to go into the records of their teams, of their colleagues, and actually check out how they've been doing in terms of their learning within the programs. So of course, the leaderboards are all here, and they'll be able to see the engagement of their individual team members within the platform. Now, getting back to most of you, you'll be heavily interested in the learning. And of course, this is where all of this comes in. Now, before we dive into the training itself, I just want to show you how the system monitors. So it's actually very good at looking at how you engage with the platform itself. And every time you enter the platform, the system will know. It will know how motivated you are, how you've been using it out of hours, if you've been using it over the weekends, if you've been using your smartphone and learning that way, it will understand. So it's very clever in terms of the way it picks up how well you've been using the system and your commitment to the learning. It will allocate points accordingly. So if you're a learning legend, it will come up here. And of course, we want to see that you're a celebrity, because that's even better. Now let's get into the training. And of course, most people will enter the system using this tab here and clicking My Learning. This is where the magic happens. And you begin to see everything that is allocated to you. So obviously, you won't have as many as I've got here, because I see everything in every language possible. So yours will be much simpler and cleaner than this. Now, the first thing I want to bring to your attention in terms of the training is that you should type in 50 tech terms, and this will immediately take you to this module called 50 tech terms to launch you as a tech recruiter. Now, from 2024-25 onwards, I really do recommend for everyone that you get into this program first, and this is the first module that you probably should be starting to learn with. So when you click in here, it's got 2 substantial videos, and really you want to get kick-started into tech recruitment regardless of how long you've been in the industry. Well, this is a great place to start. Certainly if you're a beginner, this is the place to go. Now you can see you've got a couple of videos here, and the whole program here will just take an hour and a half. So you can have this running in the background, and some people even have this on repeat on a loop. So you can do these very quickly, but it will bring you up to speed, and you can be speaking the tech recruitment jargon like a native very quickly. But to be honest, it's a great way of picking up all the jargon, all the concepts that you need to know from day one. Now after that, you can go straight into program 1 and program 2, and you are off and diving into your learning journey. Now before I go any further, you'll have noticed here that there are other languages being mentioned as well. I mean spoken languages. So yes, we have over the years subtitled many of our programs into numerous languages, but I'm so excited that as AI goes forward, actually we're going to come away from subtitling, and we are going to get much more sophisticated than that. And to be honest, very quickly, I envisage a situation where our entire platform will be multilingual, with me speaking many languages through AI, just at the press of a button. So that's definitely in the pipeline and will be on the system, I think, far quicker than we envisage at the moment. But just to reiterate, there are many subtitled programs in here in the most common languages that we have for our clients. But for now, let's stick to English for the time being. So when I go into here, this is really your first formal program, as I said, and it's the introduction to the IT industry and to most of the concepts that you will see. So in this program here, you're going to see a welcome from me, but you'll also be able to download numerous things such as my survival guide. And the first thing I really want to bring you into contact with here is our first innovation, which is the universe of mind maps that we've created. Team, this is huge. Here is our first big reveal. We have the world's largest mind maps library. So we've got 500 technical recruitment mind maps covering 300 roles within technology. And what you'll do as you go through the program is that these will be interwoven into nearly every master class. So you'll be able to watch the videos, go through the mind maps, and actually be handheld through the mind maps. So when you are going through the mind maps, I will explain these to you very often, and you'll be watching these as you watch the video. In fact, let's go there now. And as an example, I'm going to go into something like cybersecurity. Of course, this is quite a big masterclass, so it's quite rare in terms of its length. It's about 5 hours, so it's got a lot of detail there. Most of them aren't this big, but you'll see that we can take you through most of the key concepts within all of the technologies, but through this method, be it ERP, cybersecurity, cloud recruitment, you're going to get these beautiful master classes. Usually they're going to be 1 or 2 hours long, not as long as this one. So you'll have video lectures coming up, and this is where I take you through most of the concepts. But can you see how interwoven into those videos are things like quizzes and also these mind maps as well. So all of this will test your understanding of the concepts and how you can speak to people in a much more confident way. So very often I will describe that mind map to you, and either it's going to be myself or it's going to be a podcast that will describe this to you, or you'll just have a generic invitation to look at the mind map and work through it on your own pace. So either it's myself going through the description, or there's a generic intro, or there'll actually be quite a detailed commentary via a podcast. So, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. As I said, these mind maps are designed to enhance your learning so that you're speaking this whole area of tech recruitment, or your particular vertical within tech recruitment, with a good level of fluency to impress the candidates and the clients on the other side. And they want to see that you've got a deep understanding of this broad area and that you're not just word matching. So when you start to see these terms on CVs and job specs, this is where the context will all start to come in. And if you land on one of these mind map pages and you press Control, you can use your mouse to zoom in and out of this, and it can become very, very clear and easy to focus in on the things that you want to know about. So their duties, what the tools are, all of that starts here. A demystification process of all the complex terms you see on CVs starts here. If you see a role you don't understand, you can look for the mind map on the platform. You can come over to this and it will explain exactly how to speak to these people, what those terms are, and in which context that term is used, whether it's a tool or whether it's a skill set, whatever. And remember, this is the same for all the big areas of IT recruitment. So cloud, Java developers, front-end developers, cybersecurity, DevOps, we've got everything covered. And of course, if there's anything new on the horizon, we can quite quickly introduce this level of training for anything that's new, and we will get new channels opening up very, very quickly because we can get the research done and we can create the mind maps very quickly as well. Now, you'll immediately notice that there are two mind maps relating to most of these roles. One of the mind maps explains the duties of the role, but the second one is hugely valuable. It's invaluable, actually, as a tech recruiter, because this is the one that will show you how to interview a Kotlin developer, how to interview a systems administrator, what to ask a cloud architect, which questions to ask them, which areas of questioning to really go deep into. Can you see how invaluable this is for you in your recruitment process, in your screening process? Because suddenly what's happening is you're actually asking the questions that really matter to the candidate. You're getting close to their domain, and you'll actually be very specific in terms of asking the questions that matter. So this will impress both candidates and clients tremendously. You don't just ask about their past experiences, you'll get very specific questions about asking their past experiences, and even scenario-based questions as well. So you can get into this and they will remember you as that one tech recruiter, because suddenly you are asking the sort of questions that nobody else was asking, and they will remember you for that. So just thinking about this concept of mind maps, the actual first time you'll be introduced to mind maps is in program 1, where we will show you actually the mind map of the IT silos. Now that's going to be hugely important for you if you've never come across this before. So essentially here is where you're going to see the first proper mind map where we take you through this. And actually I do walk you through here because this is where I explain the entire landscape that you are going to see in front of you as an IT recruiter, and your career is pretty much laid out in front of you here. You could be specializing in any one of these areas. It could be software development, cybersecurity, whatever. So this is the first mind map that you're going to come across, and it will walk you through the landscape of tech recruitment. So this is really, really important. So essentially, program 1 is establishing a real foundation of tech recruitment, and it's great for people who've never been in tech recruitment before, but it will be a guiding hand into the world of tech recruitment for you and really make sure that you understand everything before you move into the deeper levels of training. Now I want to talk about the next mode of delivery as well. We've had video, we've had mind maps, but of course now we are delivering the learning to you in many different types of ways. So let me talk to you about this next one, which is that we love to introduce the learning now in shorts. So you not only got long form videos for detail, but you'll also get TikTok or YouTube type shorts, which you're going to intermittently come across throughout the platform. And we will get them to you when we feel this is relevant and drip feed these to you as you go through the platform. And they sound a bit like this. An AI business analyst identifies how AI can boost business, develop strategies, and they'll monitor the projects as well. They'll work with tools like Excel and SQL for data analysis. They'll use Jira and Trello for project management. They'll use Slack and Confluence for collaboration. Visualization tools like Power BI and Tableau are a must. And of course, their key skills will be things like data analysis, communication, and problem solving. They'll need market analysis and strategic planning knowledge as well. It's a mixture of tech and business skills here. So here you can see that we're bringing the information to you in very different ways, very high energy, high entertainment, and we'll bring all the information to you in a manner that suits you, be it mind maps or shorts. And of course, in our latest form, which is podcast. So we're building up a beautiful library of podcasts episodes on the platform, and you'll be notified by email when anything new goes up, be it a podcast or a mind map. So please don't ignore emails such as this as they come through, because there'll be something exciting in there and something very, very relevant to you. It might be a new short, it might be a long form video, it might be a mind map, it could be a new podcast episode. And we're just letting you know that it's well worth going into the platform and allowing you to engage with the material in a manner that suits you. So the whole thing is that you're going to be steeped into this whole area of technology. We really want you to start enjoying the area of technology, enjoying being a technologist, and speaking about this and engaging with others on their terms as well. So of course, when you click on this, it should take you straight through to this particular podcast. And what you're going to hear is something very engaging, something like this.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive into a critical role today, IT infrastructure managers.
Definitely these are the folks quietly keeping our digital world spinning. And we've got a ton of info here about their world.
Yeah, responsibilities, the tools they use, the skills they need. This is going to be a good one.
It is. You know, what fascinates me about this role is most people have no clue how much these folks impact our lives every single day.
Totally. Seriously, every time we're on our phones, online shopping, even just browsing an IT.
Now you can see that these are two technologists talking about technology recruitment in a way that's just very entertaining. And again, it's something you could have in the background whilst you're on a train, traveling, just have headphones on and stick the podcast on, and you will be steeped within this whole area of technology. You want to imbue yourself with this whole area of tech. So you can see there's loads of different ways of really making sure that you are able to get the information you really need to stand out and speak with passion and purpose when you are talking to anyone within technology. That is the whole aim of our learning platform. Listen, we've got so much information, so many different angles to make sure that you get what you want. We want this platform not just to be your initial guide and a training program, but we want it really to be as an ongoing resource as you grow in your career within tech recruitment. We want it to grow with you as your career grows as well. So we've got most of the big areas, the verticals within technical recruitment covered. And as you go through your careers, you'll see we're going to add more and more as the new areas come up. So with any of these large channels, if you go into something like ERP, very often it's much more than just what you see woven into the videos. Towards the end of the masterclass, there is usually a lovely library full of even more information, and you can go there and find out more if you need to. Very often you can also just go into here, type in Resource Center, and you'll be able to see even more additional PDFs and documents for those of you who are into the details side of things. So your challenge with the platform won't be that there is not enough material. You can see there's plenty of material. Your challenge will be to focus in on the things that you need so that you can get up to speed very, very quickly in your particular area of expertise. You start with your 50 terms, then you go into program 1, then you go into program 2, and then you can dive into all the other stuff and become a key expert in the area of technical recruitment you're in. But the beauty of this is whatever role comes to you, you can look for it in here, look for the mind map, look for the videos, and you will have everything covered for you to fully understand that role. Hey, I hope you can see the new features that are being added into the software and into the training platform. As the technology landscape changes out there, not only are we bringing the new roles to you, but we're bringing them to you in more innovative, energized, entertaining ways. And we are including that technology within our own implementation on the training platform. Now, it's really important for you to understand if you need anything from us, you need to let us know. If there's new types of training you need, just let us know. We are but an email away, and I really do look forward to seeing you on the platform, seeing your teams on the platform, and really engaging with the content. We want to grow with you, we want to help you grow in your career, but do let us know what you need, and I really look forward to seeing you on that platform very soon. Take care.